apologies since my last video I recorded for YouTube channel, and today we have a good reason to resume this activity, and this reason is following. I got a request from one of my subscribers to help him understand how to code the situation when we have multiple trades on the same bar, but how to avoid this, how we can only enter once. To provide you more clear example, let's imagine that we have, for example, H4 time frame as working time frame, and we have a very slim stop loss or very short take profit, and we check our entry signal every H4 time frame, and maybe we check our signal even more frequently. For example, we check every 1 hour, and we can get the situation when we got entry signal which is calculated on closed H4 bars, and we have entry signal, we open the position and we hit stop loss or take profit, doesn't matter. So after that, on next hour, our bot checks again entry condition, and we have again entry signal for buy, and we place order again, and it's not good for sometimes for some strategies, so we have to figure out how to avoid this. I coded 2 templates which will allow us to figure out which one is most suitable for your strategy and how we can exclude this particular situation. I took part of this code from another YouTube channel which is regarding algo trading solution different algo trading solutions, because this guy is use part of this code for his strategy, and it will be more easily to get understanding how to incorporate these templates to his code. For that's all. I modified partially this code, and let's quickly take a look what the code does. So we import pandas, numpy time, datetime modulus, and also Binance client as client. We need this to fetch the historical bars data. So we initialize client instance, we assign coin variable BTC/USD, and we assign our time frame H4. Also we can put another string value which is supported by Binance API. So then we declare a function, and inside this function we have fetching period, fetching time frame, fetching symbol. We get historical key lines as data frame of pandas. We get read from columns which we will not use. We rename columns to more meaningful names. We set index as time column and replace directly in our pandas data frame. Then we assign milliseconds for data frame, and we change type to float for columns except index column. Okay, and we finally return frame as to work further. So here we have this frame. Let me execute this block, and this block. Actually I executed already, but okay, let it be one more time. So then we will add moving average, period smoothing period is 100, and we get rid from not a number values directly replaced in our data frame. So I modified condition from initial original core code. So I took I decided that we have to have close above previous high and above before the previous high also, and also we have to have current close above 100 moving average. So in case if all conditions are met, we put true value to this column and row. If not, we put false value. And then also I added shifted open, which is open price from the next bar. It will allow calculate entry position price, but actually we not needed for this particular example, but okay, let it be. So here is our main block, it's main cycle, and here we have for loop, which allows us to check if we have we created open position flag. So when we are in position, we change this flag to true. We also you will use buy dates and sell dates arrays, as well as buy prices and sell prices arrays. So sell prices means prices and sell dates means date and price, or when we close position, buy dates and price when we open position. And also I added the dictionary when we should store the last time, the time of the last open trade. So okay, now we imported this global variables here, and let's check main function, main loop. So we iterate through our data frame and check if we currently have this flag as false, so we have no open position, and we have gotten buy signal, so we just put shifted open to buy prices list, like open price of our position, and open date time as time of open position should be appended to this list also. Then we change open position to true flag, and also we use current working symbol in dictionary like K, and add timestamp of open current price to that value. So, and store it there. Then next block we will check if we have currently open position. We just close it. In original source code there was the purpose of that video was to explain how to trail stop loss, how to trail take profit, and so on so far. So I modified just if we have open position, we just close it at the same bar when we open it. And to emulate the secondary signal which should be gotten on the same bar, I added two blocks here, but actually every block is alternative of this block, but it filters so it filters the event of if we already had the open position current bar. So let's check how it works without these blocks. Let's check how it works at all. We have buy dates, we have H4 working time frame, and we have the following buy dates. Okay, now let me to comment this block, and let's comment this block also. Okay. So now let's execute, and we have, as you can see, we have the second entry record. I actually emulate current date and current time inside our current bar, like it's open time plus 30.5 seconds. So it will be look like we got another entry signal on the same bar since 30 seconds from the first entry. And we can see we have two times, so we have two trades, and how we can handle with it. So to handle with that, we can use the first template. We have to pass the current time, and let's check how it works. So all we have to do is to adjust the current time by replacing seconds and microseconds to 0. What it will allow us to get? It will allow us to get exactly the same time as open time of current bar. Of course, you have to understand on what time frame you work. If this works exactly on 1 minute time frame, if you have working time frame, for example 1 hour, or like we have in current example H4, so I have to add this line. This line will allow us to 0 minutes, because in my example I edit only 30 seconds, but if I edit something like this, this formula won't work, because without minutes zeroing, because we will got minutes slightly different of 0. So in case if if your working time frame is on minutes, doesn't matter what, all you have to do is use formula like this. If you have working time frame like H1 hours or days, so you have to add minutes, because you have to basically zero it every values after your working time frame. But okay, in our example it is just 30 seconds, and let's continue what it does. So then we got adjusted check-in time, which is basically equal to open time of bar, and then we just get all our buy dates and check if our record in buy dates is equal to check-in time. If so, we return true, because we already had opened trade in this array. And if not, so we return false, so we can open the new position, because there is no record about current open time. So let's check how it works, and you can see everything duplicates, all duplicates was removed. So now let's check the second template, how it works. Let me initially to command check-in function and execute this block. Okay, we have again 30 seconds duplicate trades, and let's uncomment and execute. So, and we got rid from this again. So in this case we use our dictionary with last trades time. So all what we have to do is to add timestamp as time at open time of position. We have to add as timestamp to this dictionary, and then in this function we will check this value. So at first we pass open bar time. So we pass to this function open bar of open time of current bar. Then all what we have to do is to check our last trade's time dictionary and find if we have k like current working symbol. We assign checking time to this value, and we have to check if checking time still 0, so we got no records, so we can return false and open position right after that. So no need to do the following. But in case if we have not empty checking time, not 0, sorry, we have to do the following. We take our bar open time, convert it to timestamp, and then all what we have to do is to add to this timestamp quantity of seconds which current time frame contains. To do this, this way we will get open time of the next bar which is in future now, so it not happen for now, maybe. Okay, and I wrote simple function to get how many seconds we have in our working period. Remember, this is string, so we can get period dimension as the last character of this string. Don't be confused little m and big M, because it's for month, it's for minutes. And then all another characters in time frame will be quantity of our dimension. So after that, all we have to do is just multiply quantity on seconds and on how many seconds in this particular dimension. So for example, for minutes, all we have to do is multiply. For example, we have working time frame as 5 minutes, so we get rid from minutes, we understand that this is dimension, and we have 5 as period quantity, so we will get this line to compute. So we have to multiply 5 on 60 seconds, so we got 300 seconds in our working time frame. The same logic is for hours, days, weeks and months. Pay attention that I used average quantity of days in month time frame, but it is not correctly, because you have to take exactly the month you operate and the year you operate, and then compute how many days exactly contains this your current particular month. It was done by me just for easily computation. So after that we return period seconds, and basically what we will get here, for example we have 12 o'clock, and in let me calculate in 4 hours we have 60 seconds and 60 minutes, so 14,400. So here is quantity of seconds which we have in 4 hours period. So after that, for example we have any timestamp. This is the daytime representation, but timestamps means quantity of seconds passed from Unix start daytime. It's you can Google, it's 1970 January of the 1st. So let's suggest that we have currently timestamp like something like blah 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 blah. So we have timestamp which is equal to this period like this, and we just edit h4 quantity of seconds, so we got something like this. And in case if our current timestamp is below than this value, so it means that we already got open a trade in this current bar. In case if our current timestamp will be higher than this value, it means a new bar appears and we can open the trade. And basically this what we will check. Checking time is time what we saved here, and then we check if it below, so we return true. So yeah, we got already trade in current bar. If no, we return false and we can open new position. And after open new position, we have to refresh our saved last trade time to this particular time. And here we are. So basically there are two templates which will allow you to use to reach the solution how to avoid multiple trades on the same bar. So you can use either this approach or this approach, whatever you prefer. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I will appreciate if you will post like button, will click like button, or post something, or maybe share with someone my videos, and so on and so forth. So we'll appreciate any activity from your side. Thank you and bye.